Hey adventurers, I'm Steve Nash.
And I'm Felicia, and this is our review of
Forbidden Island.
Steve,
What?
do you want to come on a Forbidden Island with me?
I think that's the place Tiger Woods is. Let's go, come on.
What Tiger Woods has to do with the Forbidden Island, I don't know.
Because he keeps biting the forbidden fruit. Forbidden Island, players are working together to try and collect the 4 treasures before the island completely sinks into the ocean. In the box you'll find 4 really cool treasure tokens, 6 character cards, a deck of flooding cards, a deck of treasure cards which also contain the Water Rises cards, and special action cards, island tiles to form the random island each game, a water level meter, and 6 colored pawns for each of the characters. The game ends when all 4 treasures have been found and everyone is on the helipad with at least one player with a helicopter card.
Here's how you'll set up the game. Shuffle the island tiles and form an island by placing the tiles face up, randomly in the center of the table. Just make sure the island is the same shape as the one in the rulebook. Shuffle the flood cards and flip over 6. Now flip over the 6 tiles mentioned on those cards. These areas start off flooded. Place the 4 treasures at each corner of the island. Shuffle all treasure cards and place the deck where everyone can reach it, and do the same for all the flood cards. Give each player a character card randomly and place their pawn on the starting locations. On the water level meter, choose the difficulty you want. Each player now draws 2 treasure cards and places them face up in front of them. You are now ready to start the game.
Each player can do 3 of the following actions during their turn. They can move to an adjacent spot, flip back up a flooded tile adjacent to him or under him, give a treasure card to someone on the same tile as him, and finally capture a treasure by handing in 4 treasure cards at the same treasure indicated on the tile they are standing on. Once a player has done 3 actions, they draw 2 treasure cards. These cards will be placed face up in front of him to form a hand which all players can see. If you draw a Water Rises card, you're in trouble. There are only 3 in the treasure deck. When you draw it, follow the steps on it and then discard it. Basically, you raise the water level. Shuffle the island, discard deck, and place it on top of the island deck. Then flip over the number written on the water meter and flood those areas. If an area which is flooded again, it's destroyed. Remove that tile and its corresponding card from the game. If there is a player on it, he swims to an adjacent tile. If there is no adjacent tile to go to, you all lose the game. If you draw a helicopter card, you can use it to fly to another spot, or use it at the end of the game. The sandbags can flip back to normal any flooded areas. They can be played at any time. Once the player has drawn 2 cards, if he has more than 5, he must discard down to 5 cards. The last thing a player does on his turn is flood the island a little, or a lot, depending on what you'll draw. If the meter is in the 4 area, flip over 4 cards from the flood deck and flood those areas, destroying those already flooded.
Each character has a special ability. Use them wisely or you'll fail. This is not one of those games you'll win often if you're not paying attention. Here are some of the abilities of each character. The tiles don't have anything special about them, but only some of the areas have the treasure symbol. Each treasure has 2 areas. If at any time in the game both tiles are gone and you don't have that treasure, you'll all lose the game. To win the game, you must have collected all 4 treasures, have everyone on that helipad, and have a player use the helicopter card. Seems pretty easy, right? We challenge you to try. We would like to see how many tries you're going to take before actually escaping Forbidden Island. Let us know by writing a comment on our site. The artwork is nice and the rulebook is awesome. It's easy to teach and anyone can play. It's full of strategy and luck, and towards the end of the game, everyone is at the edge of their seats, hoping to survive. We really enjoyed this game, and it has a great replay value. The production quality is good, and we're giving it an 8.5 on 10. Buy it, you won't regret it.